Now, you all know how much I love my double-edged safety razors like this, the 1960 Fat Boy. These are great. They're way better than cartridge razors, in my opinion, and I've got my best shaves out of these kind of things. But I've also used a lot of single-edged razors, and I've gotten fantastic shaves. This is the Leaf Thorn. I've got the Leaf Twig. I've got the, like the Razor-Rock something or other, and I've got the Techmatic from the 60s. So when I say I know what I'm talking about, when it comes to single-edge razors, I know what I'm talking about. I use them a lot. This has almost become my go-to for just, shaving quickly and beautifully. So with that in mind, I keep seeing these ads on Facebook and other places for the Supply razor, the single-edged Supply razor. I know you must have seen these too. They're everywhere. So I was like, well, I got to try it out. So I bought myself one. Here it is in the package. Now it comes with the razor and it comes with an injector full of blades for it. Now you may have seen these. Like when I was growing up, I would see these for sale in the store for like the Schick injector or whatever. And I was like, what the heck is that? Why is it shaped like that? I don't understand it. And I do now. I just picked it up and was like, oh, that's what you do. Okay. I'm the last guy to the party. So we're going to use this to load this up, and we're going to shave with it and see what it's like. And I'm going to kind of give you my thoughts on my first time ever using the Supply single edge razor. Now, the first thing I thought when I picked it up, it's heavy, man. This thing is all metal. It's built like a tank. It's 3 pieces, the handle, this little guard, and then this screw thing, which you can unscrew and then it comes off, and then you can clean out any clogged hairs that might be in there. Now, of course, first thing I did was I unscrewed this little knob and it popped right out. I was like, oh God, I got to get back in. And there is a tiny spring that you don't want to lose, which gives it the tension to kind of tighten that head up. But I think normally you don't need to undo that unless you're just going to really give your razor a good cleaning. What you do is you take this thing, the little injector, which is full of razor blades and a place to put your old razor blades right there. See that little slot? So here's what you do. So you take it from this side and you slide this little key, what they call the key, in to the side of the razor. And it just goes in like this. Boop. There you go. Look at that. You're ready to go. No, that's not. You got to put the blade in there. So the blade's in here, and this thing needs to be all the way back. And then what you do is you just push it forward, and it puts a blade in. Now, there wasn't a blade in there already, so it just shot it straight out the side. I don't know if that's what's supposed to happen or not, but let's try this again. Sit all the way back. I'm going to look at it this time and make sure that I'm not doing something wrong. Push it forward. There we go. So if there's not a blade in it, just shoots straight through. Isn't that weird? Now, there was a little guide that was in there that I removed when this thing popped off. So don't remove that initial guide. Ooh. Blade came out all crooked. Hold on a second. See that? That's not good. That's not right. Hold on. Okay. I need to check this out. What the heck did I do wrong? Oh, man. Okay. This is all live. I've never used this before. I may need to pause this just to make sure that I know what the heck I'm doing to get this in. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause this and make sure that I load the blade correctly because I'm obviously doing something wrong. I'll be right back.
A few moments later.
Okay, well, I think I got it right. I actually went through 3 blades. Like the first one just shot right through. The second one was in there crooked. And then the third one was in there, but then when I moved the thing, that just fell out. So I've got one in there now, but I don't know. I've got everything screwed down, as tight as I can, and user error probably, but I'm hoping that this is going to work out. So let's try it. I took a shower. I did my hair. I'm going to put some hot water on my face, and I'm a little baffled. I'm not sure what the deal is. Now, the nice thing about these kind of razors is that they don't use proprietary blades or injector style blades. They just use regular old double-edged safety razor blades that you snap in half and stick it in there. I still prefer that. I don't want to have to go buy some, this, because it might be hard to find in the upcoming years. It's not hard to find double-edged safety razor blades by themselves, Okay, so hot water. And because most people these days are probably not using brushes to shave with, I'm just going to use my favorite, Barbasol. I'm trying to do like a use case scenario where it's kind of like the average person doing this. Kind of like me. I'm just your average person. I just happen to have a few more, soap brushes and, and shaving creams and, all that kind of stuff. But when I think about the person that's going to buy this razor, it may be somebody that's interested in getting away from cartridge razors. I'm just a little nervous about this because I don't know how far back the blade is supposed to sit. Because on one side, it looks like it's all the way back. On the other side, there's a gap. Hold on, I'm going to loosen this a minute. Hold on, let me just do this. I apologize, I didn't know it would go this direction. But, okay, if I push that back using this thing, because I don't want to cut myself, and then tighten it. I don't know. The instructions, it comes with these two things here, like QR code, which I didn't look at, but I did look at this. I went over these other ones. Maybe I should look at what that QR code is trying to tell me. Maybe there's something I'm missing. They want you to go to, they can text, you can text them if you need help. I might need to text them. No, I'm just going to try. I'm going to do the first pass. Let's just do this. Let's do it. Now you're supposed to put it pretty much flat against your face, like this kind of, because the blade is facing kind of straight down, and there is that little guide there. So let's, ooh. How do I would normally just do this. Okay. See, I'm overthinking it now. All right. Let me get the angle right here. I think that's right. Well, I haven't cut my face off yet, so let's just keep going. And we'll see if it clogs or if it doesn't. I'm just going to straight against the face and down with a long stroke. And I'm going to clean it out every time because it seems to be kind of clogging, like, I don't know if clogging is the right word, but there's shaving cream in there, of course. I'm going to do these long strokes. Normally I do more like a what somebody called a buff thing, where you kind of like do this. So while this thing feels good in the hand and it's very solid, I think there's a slight learning curve for, a few things like how to load it, how to properly seat it. That still made me a little nervous that the blade just kind of fell out. Like I did have that little thing screwed as tight down as I could, so it wasn't that. But I think I'm getting the hang of it now. I think you just kind of do a flat against the face and press. I'm kind of pressing against my face. Now this will be the test. I can get these little ones, I can get this underneath my nostrils and certainly these smaller headed single edge razors, but this one's got a pretty stout head. So I'm wondering if I can get, and if you have to press it flat, normally I would kind of angle it. So let's see how close under my nostrils I can get it. There, it's not doing too bad. I like it. Hey, that's not bad. I like it a little closer to my nostrils. I have to feel it here for a second. Yeah, it still left a lot right there at the top, but if I go sideways with it like I normally would, I think I can get those. Yeah. So it maneuvers, similar to any other razor that's just feels slightly different because the angle I'm pressing like almost the entire side of the head of the razor against my face. So that's giving me a little bit different feel. But when it comes to, safety razor, shaving, double edge safety razors, it's all about the angle. You gotta get the angle just right. And this one, you don't have to think too much about the angle because it's kind of built in. You just stick that up against the side of your face and you thought I was gonna cut my finger off? Yeah, me too. I'm kind of doing a combination of short and long strokes. Now I'll do 2 full passes today. You don't have to, but I always like to, normally I do 3. Today I think I'll do 2. Now I'm seeing how long I can go before I wash off the razor. It's not clogging. It's coming clean very easily, so that's good. Sorry about that laundry day. I had to take the carpet away, take the rug. Okay, so there we are. We're done with the first pass. We're going to set this down and give the feel. Yeah, it's not too bad. Now, I normally like to test my cheeks, and if I go up against the grain, there's still some left. I can get rid of it. But overall, not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, another pass. Put some more shaving cream on. If you're not used to doing more than 1 pass, think about it. If you want to get the super crazy, close, baby smooth shave, like, maybe a special occasion. Now, I like to do it just because I like to do it. But maybe you want to go out on a date or something. You're going to prom or, then you can get real close shave with these kind of razors. And any razor, really, if you think about it. I just prefer using this style. Okay. you can get anywhere in a car. It depends on what kind of car you like, right? All right, here we go. Did that make sense? I don't know. Second pass, we're going across the grain. Make sure the angle is right. Still dragging it. Yeah, doing the long drag, which I don't normally do, but I feel like might be beneficial with this sort of a razor. But I'm telling you right now that this will not be on the top list of single edge razors. Definitely the Twig or the Thorn by Leaf Shaving is my number one. And this one, I believe it's called the Black Hawk by Razor-Rock, but that also uses a proprietary style of blade. That one's not great either. I think I'd put this one above that one. But really, now that I'm into my second pass, given my druthers, I would still just use a double-edged safety razor or one of the other ones. But, you know, this might be a good option for somebody that just wants to get away from cartridge razors. Now, it costs, right now it's on sale for $49, and it comes with some blades and this. Now, I didn't look to see how much these are. I apologize. And, you know, prices may vary depending on, you know, what year it is and all that kind of stuff. So it's not just a proprietary blade just for this razor. It is a typical style of injector razor blade. And you might have to just get it online. I don't think you can go into a store and buy it. Which kind of, to me, is another drawback. You can go into almost any store these days and buy double-edged safety razor blades, you know. And if you have a double-edged safety razor and also a single-edge, hey, I'm getting the hang of it now. It's going pretty well, going smooth. Ooh, I knocked one of the little blades down in the sink. Anyway, yeah, this is what the blade looks like. So you get a better look at it. There you go. But, so yeah, if you have a double edge and a single edge that uses just a snapped in half double edged safety razor blade, then you're good to go. It's kind of like in the old cowboy days, in the old West, a cowboy or a gunfighter or, you know, would buy a pistol, like the old thumbbuster pistols, and their rifle, like their Winchester, but they'd keep them the same caliber. So you just had to buy one kind of bullet, you know, 38. Just buy a 38 Winchester and a 38 Colt, and you're good to go. Same thing with using, you know, just normal razor blades rather than these more, you know, slightly more specialized. Okay, I'm gonna wash you off and see how we feel. And then I'll hit the little problem spots that I always miss, like down along here. Yeah, there's still, you know, plenty of whiskers I could do. I could take all this down with a third pass. I'm not gonna do that today because I just wanted to kind of give a good solid, you know, normal guy shave. Now, can women use this? Of course. If you're used to shaving with a cartridge razor, this is not too far from it. So, you know, I had a little bit of a few hiccups at the beginning loading this thing. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't think it has anything to do with this. I think it was my ignorance, and the first time I've used it, I should probably make these videos after using them a few times. But sometimes it makes it slightly more interesting to see what mistakes I make. And I learn along the way, you know, that's kind of how it is. Okay, let me feel under here. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. There's just, you know, a few drawbacks, like I said. Cost $49, and it is solid and heavy duty, but if you lose that little thing, watch out. So just be careful, like with anything with small parts, you know. I don't have to tell you that. All right. I'm just kind of going over, you know, my face is still wet and it's still, you know, tender. That's not right. It's not tender. Tenderized, maybe. It's still wet and it's still, you know, supple from the shaving cream or whatever else. So I'm not hurting my skin as I'm dragging this dry blade across it, but you can do that if you want to. All right, let's wash off, put some aftershave on. And final thoughts about the Supply Single Edge Razor. It was designed here in Texas, manufactured in China. And it seems to be a couple, a husband and wife, that invented this thing. So I don't know much about them, but there you go. Interesting. Okay. Now, if you're not used to using aftershave, use some sort of, this is what I like to use. This is only one of the few I like to use. This is a lotion, not an alcohol base, so it won't burn you. You can buy this anywhere. Ooh, block the camera. But if you're not used to putting on aftershave after you shave, maybe you're, just never learned that. It's very important for your skin to get moisturized afterward because you've been putting soaps and hot waters and dragging steel across it. It's like, hey, give me a little aftershave lotion, would you? And if you use the lotion, it won't sting you like Kevin McAllister in Home Alone. You won't have to do that scream scene. But anyway, so there we go. So the Supply razor, the Supply single edge razor, $49. I would spend that money on a double-edged razor. You can't get, a vintage one like that for that price. I don't know how much these are going for these days, but yeah, interesting. It's more, for me, a curiosity rather than something that I would put into my use, my daily kind of routine. I don't know if I'll ever use this again. What I'll do is, here's what I'll do. I'll use this again. I'm going to put it up head to head against my favorite double-edged. And I'll give this another shot. I'll do a couple more times of loading the blade and make sure that I figure out what I did wrong at the beginning. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. Leave a comment down below. Please subscribe if you're not. I read every single comment, even if I can't respond to all of them because my pencil sharpener is broken. I just, the lead is almost gone. The lead's almost gone out of this pencil, boys. Anyway, that's enough. You know it's time to stop. All right, everybody, have a great week. Talk to you soon. Bye.